Hi there, I'm Andrew Larder. I'm a Fora travel advisor at drewlarder.com. And this is all about 2024 travel. What? It's August. There's only 3 months left. What's that? September, October, November, December. There's 4 months left of cruise time in 2024. Who would be booking something on that short of a notice? There's some great deals. There's some really good itineraries. And you can see on the screen there, voted the world's best cruise ship by Travel and Leisure. And I will point out there's a couple of different guys that do the awarding of the top cruise ships. And from what I've seen, there's different categories, like the top really big cruise ships and the top medium-sized cruise ships and the top small cruise ships and the top, you can see what I mean. They all win, but it tells you this is a very, very good Virgin cruise ships. So these are not gigantic cruise ships. They are more meant to be luxury, great food, amazing. And they're all famous for having the red Virgin hammocks hanging outside, or if you have a balcony. They do some really nice things. And obviously people love them. And so that's part of it. Now, because it's in 2024, there's just a few months left. I want to quickly run through some of the ones that are available. There's not a lot, but you can still jump on a cruise and have a great time this fall. So let's take a look inside. I'm on a page. You click the link, it'll take you to this exact page. It's at my site at drewlarder.com. And so the link is there in the video description. Let's go. Where are we in this? We're here. So let's go down. It'll take you to this exact page. Bam, you're there. Travel and cruise. Oh, 2 years in a row. Okay. So here we go. Here's the sailings. Obviously, they have some deals like the 70% off a second sailor. They have some bar tab deals and things like that. And they have a great beach club at Bimini, which is a getaway with pools and bars and hammocks and activities. And all sorts of, here we go, always included luxuries, specialty dining, Wi-Fi, tips, soda water, fitness classes, entertainment like live shows, flexible booking changes. Like they say, no hidden costs, no hard sells, except for what I'm doing. Get it quick. So here, let's look down at some of the cruises still available. There's about 3 different ones. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So but there's a few different. So this one's called Mayan Sol, from Miami to Costa Maya to the beach club at Bimini. That's the beach club thing. Back to Miami, 5 nights from. So the cheapest one of that is $171 per sailor per night. It doesn't go up by much. There's only 3 different ones, September 8th, October 6th, November 3rd. September 8th is about 3 weeks away. So you'd be booking it, paying for it, going down, booking your flight, getting down to Miami in 3 weeks' time. Boom, you're out for 5 days. Here's the one I really like. So instead of, they can't do these loops, but if you like to do, I have a client who says she gets seasick. So if you wanted to spend less time cruising, more time on shore, this is the kind of one you'd like to do. Plus, if you're flying into Miami anyhow, it's not a big deal to book 1 flight into Miami and 1 flight out of San Juan, Puerto Rico. So here you go, one-way San Juan Sojourn, they call it. So it goes from Miami, Grand Turk of the Turks and Caicos, Puerto Plata, Basseterre, San Juan, 6 nights. I'm going to bring this up on my screen as I'm talking to you. So $169 per sailor per night. So 6 nights, that'd be about $1,000. And they're expecting 2 sailors. So just to be clear on that. So I'm looking at that exact one and trying to figure out what because it's sort of drawn like a cartoon. So they show starting in Miami, going to Grand Turk, over to Puerto Plata, which must be Dominican. Because I can see it cut in half. So Haiti's on one side, Dominicans on the other. That's my guess. Yeah. And then around to St. Kitts and Nevis, which must be Basseterre, and then to San Juan. It goes without saying, I'm going to say it, you can add on a day or 2 at either end. So picture, and this is what I was just looking up for myself just a moment ago, going, hey, what if I arrived in Miami a day or 2 early and stayed at a great place? What if I stayed a couple more days in San Juan to make about a 10-day, trip, and then flew out of there? So start thinking things like that. Obviously, you can stay for 2 weeks if you want, but that's just some ideas for a particular one. Let's go back into this. Hopefully, you can see this clearly, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to run through the last one. So this is not in the Caribbean. What? This is not going to be super cheap. It's 11 nights, $257 per sailor per night. So that's about, I'm going to call it $2,600. I think all the taxes and fees and everything are included in these prices nowadays. Everybody's got to do that automatically. This one's called the Modern Med, or Mediterranean, to Ancient Aegean. Tell me this doesn't sound, you're spending $2,600 a person. You're gone for 11 nights. It leaves October 13th. You got a month and 3 weeks to set this up. Listen to this: Barcelona, Cannes, Ajaccio, which is part of Corsica, Cagliari, Sicily, Valletta, Santorini, Crete, Mykonos, and Piraeus, which is Athens. You're going to start in Barcelona and end up in Greece, in Athens. You're going to spend 11 days. You're going to visit everything you ever wanted to see in the Mediterranean, from all the Italian things, from France to Italy to Greece, and fly back. And again, you have to do this one where you'd be flying into Barcelona and out of Athens. Pretty straightforward to set that up, depending on where you are. And away you go. You can also do it if you live in either one of those two. You can change that around. That's October 13th. That's all that's available for Virgin, because they're, crazy thing. So all I'm going to say is, let's go up to the top of this. There's the big ship. That's what you want to see, the big red Virgin ship. And I'll just say, click the link, read about the information. There is more than that. Simply click the link at the bottom of that page, and it says something like Andrew Larder for a travel advisor, much like it says in the picture here. Click that link, not on this picture here, but on the page. It's at the bottom of that page, and it'll take you to my kind of site. And there'll be some pictures of my family, but you'll see a couple of different spots where you can book with Andrew, where you can just enter in your email, first and last name, and then send me a 1-sentence description. I don't want you to write a whole, spend any time thinking about this. Just go, I love the sound of this trip. I'd like to go blah, blah, blah. September, October, November, December. Next year, do they have it then? Of course they do. These are the itineraries. This is what's left in 2024 for right now, for last minute sailing. There's a whole different set and much more choice if you go into 2025, and most of the cruise ships are just starting 2026, booking it, selling it, making it available. So lots of things like that. But if you want to go now and you want to go on Virgin, there's your chance. So click the link, send me a quick email, and tell me I'm ready to go now. And we can put this together for you, like I say, and think about the add-ons on either end. We can fly you in and out. We can book you a really nice hotel, and even find you things that'd be fun to do. Obviously, it's pretty easy to find some great stuff to do in Miami. Pretty easy to find some great things to do in Puerto Rico. We can bomb you around and make it an even bigger than the trips that are there. And the same thing, going back to the last one that I was talking about, which starts in start in Spain and end in Athens. So picture, I'm going to add in more days. I'm going to picture adding a week at the beginning of that. So now you're going to be on $2,500 a person. But imagine booking a hotel in Spain and doing trips around from there, from Barcelona, or even going hop to 2-3 different places with a rental car. Lots of options there. And I know I've traveled before from Greece, from Athens, straight up to Bulgaria, over to Turkey, back to Greece. Obviously, there's more islands out there you can pop to. There's lots of different things you can do. Europe's all in front of you once you get there. So you can add on lots to this kind of a trip. And it's going to be an amazing, memorable trip, because anytime anybody talks about the Mediterranean, been there. Yep, I was there. Sicily? Yeah, it's a great place. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was in that island. I've been there. So you can picture, you're going to love this. And it's going to give you the whole, not the whole, but the near half. You'd have to go from Turkey the other way to get the other half, which, takes you down towards Israel and so on. So the near half is the part that everybody goes to, and you're going to want to see this. Let's leave all that. That's about 9 minutes talking. Click the link in the video description. Come to my site. Click the link to send me a message, a 1-line email. Just tell me what you're interested in, and we'll start the conversation from there. I'm Andrew Larder. I'm a travel advisor. Set any of these things up for you. And it's at drewlarder.com, but just click the link and you're there. Go check it out. Enjoy. And don't take too much time checking it out, because you got about 3 months left in 2024. Enjoy.